আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু এভরিওয়ান হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ওয়েলকাম টু মিস্টার রবিন। তো চলে এসেছি আজকে আরেকটি ফুটবল লাইভ স্ট্রিম নিয়ে এবং র্যাঙ্ক পুশ করবো। দেখা যাক কী করা যায়। আর অবশ্যই পয়েন্টস টু প্লে ফ্রেন্ডলি, ডোন্ট ফরগেট টু কমেন্ট গাইস। তো চলে যাওয়া যাক প্রথম ম্যাচের দিকে, কে হয় দেখা যাক।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Well, if you ever needed proof that Gareth Bale is a big match player, you only need to look back to that famous night in Kiev, Peter.
Oh, quite so. Brought on just after the hour, wasn't he? And within a couple of minutes, he put his team ahead spectacularly. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram makes the interception. Can he get on the end of this? Iniesta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And they've got a throw. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pass somewhat off target. Aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Nice looking ball. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Van Balten can get it clear. Mateus. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Shot at goal! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
No foul, says the referee. Threads one in. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well measured. And he's on it. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails.
Oh, he's been caught. And a chance! Goal! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Number 10, Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi!
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
We are glad to inform you that
Neither
today's
side holding
match
back
day
here.
programs
It
are
has
available
been
from
quite a
stands
half this.
located by
Yeah,
the
they're
gates.
ahead, Peter, but
I'm
they
sure
can't
they'll make
afford to
fine
get too
souvenirs.
complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Luis Suarez. He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He can get that clear. Parla knocks it into space. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Luis Suarez, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Luis Suarez, and it's been played through. And this is Iniesta. Corner it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Raul. And they're back on the ball again. He's found the way through, and he's in on goal. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Bale certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That has been slung wide. Parlour. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. There, and the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Koundé. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Shot could be off. Shoots! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Corner number 2 then. And he can clear it away.
Bangladesh surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's had it nicked away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And this is Luis Suarez. Van Balten is there to clear. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly... And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Iniesta. This looks promising. Potw. Van Basten. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Neymar. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Adams cuts out the pass. Potw. Now it's Van Basten. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's picked it up out wide. Xabi Alonso delivers. Pepe getting this one clear. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Luis Suarez with the cross. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. So, what can they make of this? Van Basten. And he's away. Van Basten stood his ground strongly. Good ball, good take. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And this is Van Basten. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first? In he goes again! And it's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Neymar.
There will be 1
Adams
minute
gets
added
across to
time.
intercept that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Bangladesh really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter.
Hello everybody,
The boss
and
will
this
be
is a quick
demanding the
reminder to
same
let you
level
know
of
that you'll be
intensity
able
from
to
his
catch
team,
today's
so
match
I'd expect to see
broadcast
the same
live on our
positive
club's
intent
FM station.
after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Number 20.
So off we go once more.
Number 9.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away...
And Batistuta!
Coming on the field.
He was berating his defence before making a save, and he's at it again now.
Number 21, Batistuta. Number 18, Frank Lampard. Number 35, Hannes.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Adams. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Son Heung-min. Cross needs to be good.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
He's through, now is he in? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Chance, surely! It's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So is this the start of a comeback? And here's Batistuta, and this is Son Heung-min. Potw. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he thumps it clear.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that has not gone well. Adams lays it forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Zanetti. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Four added minutes on the board. Iniesta. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. And he can clear it away. Howson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Efootball gets through. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Matthäus! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Brilliantly cut out. Still goalless. That's an imaginative pass. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Matthäus. That's a good ball. And the shot! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Koundé calmly anticipates. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Luis Suarez. And it's made its way to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has been fouled there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Koundé can get it clear. He's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Koundé really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly
There will be 1
realised
minute
he
at a
hadn't.
time.
Koundé. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about
Just
the
a
bush,
quick
Peter. It's
announcement, it is
been
now time
fairly
for our
flat,
special
and the
lottery.
supports have had
Please
little to
grab the
cheer
tickets you were
about,
given
so
when
an
you were
awful lot of
walking through the
questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, El Haj Diouf.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 10,
Bangladesh can
Messi.
really do with some bigger
Number
names
8,
standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Xabi Alonso.
Well, he got
Coming
rid
on the
because he was
field,
under pressure.
Son Heung-min. Number 21,
Robertson.
Batistuta. Number 5,
And it's Azar.
Dybala. Number 35,
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And yes, it's him again. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
That is a great pick out. Oh, good take in a good area. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's there! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Dybala. Lampard. And this is Batistuta. Mateus. And no, that was never going to make it. Ernest. Potw. And it's Azar. Oh, well measured. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lampard, defending was strong and firm. Half an hour gone in the second half. Clipped into space. Dybala. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hernus in acres of space out wide. Decent chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Potw carries the ball down the right. He has found the way through. This looks promising. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. And this is Azar. Batistuta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Batistuta gets into a good position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has been indicated.
Tries to play it through, and he welcomes it. Takes a shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Corner number 2 then. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment, he's probably uncatchable.
And he uses it with such intelligence. There are few able to do that, aren't there?
I totally agree with that. There aren't. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Luis Suarez. All Black claims comfortably. And he was quick to react. Looking for the run. Well read, nice interception. But that has not gone well. And he's picked out the run. He's having a shot! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dead.
Owen! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Luis Suarez. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Luis Suarez. Real chance! Oh, it's come loose. The ball goes in. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Cavani. 15 minutes till half-time. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Now it's Owen.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Costa Curta. He's got away. And that's gone look. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! That has been knocked clear. And here's Suarez. Tries to get it clear. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Throw in. And he whips it in. Chance! Decent enough try. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half.
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some
And
risks
now,
now
I'd just
to
like
try and
to
get
read
back
out
in
our
this
fan
game.
club members who are
And it's
celebrating
easier
their
said than
birthdays
done, as we
today.
know.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Koundé. Suarez chasing after it. And that's been won straight back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst through! Kane. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
Takes a shot! And how good was that? A finish of true class! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Koundé. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. Costa Curta. And it's Xabi Alonso. So, what can they make of this? That has ended up in no man's land. Messi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Bangladesh really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. And the pass is intercepted. Gives it back.
And that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now that's well seen too. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market. Often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well. And that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And the pass is intercepted. It's gone out for a throw-in. Can he get it through?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Nicely shaped. Alonso! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now that looks a decent... And Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Suarez. Can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Bangladesh really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short.
And the finish!
Hits off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Howson gets across to intercept that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well read, nice interception. Xavi Alonso. Howson makes the interception. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Shoots!
And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Costa Curta. Knocks it into space. They want to be quick to recover this. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
Bangladesh really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with Shevchenko!
The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Looking to play him in. Iniesta. Luis Suarez. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, he's been caught. Chance for a shot! Superb goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14, Andy Cole.
So, time for changes
Number
on
19,
both sides, actually.
Shevchenko.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
23, Potw. Coming on the field,
Rodri
number
does
11,
well to get it back.
Bale.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Number 10.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, there's the clearance. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And here's Batistuta. That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Neymar! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's there to make the challenge. Played in deep.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Bangladesh really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Khan is there to clear.
Has been indicated.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Bell! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.